Yo, what's up, everyone?
It's
Hello,
insane.
Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Welcome to episode 7 of the Water and Time
What's
podcast.
happening? Episode 7.
It's very
Wow.
much happening. We're gonna be in 8 next week, so it'll keep flowing,
Yeah.
just as Water and Time
It'll keep
does.
flowing.
Sit back,
Yeah.
relax, and flow along with us.
Yeah, yeah. Enjoy it.
What's up, Will? How's it going? Happy 2026. What's good with you?
Yeah, dude. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's good. It's chilly today. I'm wearing long johns constantly under my pants because I'm waking up to like 20-degree weather every day. 20 degrees Fahrenheit for our international listeners. But yeah, it's chilly, man.
Yeah.
It's chilly. How are you doing in Seattle?
It's a
How's the
little
weather?
warm here. I turned up the heater in my place a little too high. So then I was
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of sweating a lot when I was sleeping,
Oh
unfortunately.
wow.
But
Dude, yeah, that's important. It's like important to stay cool when you sleep.
yeah, I think that's why I couldn't sleep very well last night. I slept at like 1:30, even though I got in bed at 9 o'clock.
What? You were up the whole time in bed?
Yeah, yeah. So I was,
Oh, that sucks, dude.
man,
I'm
I
sorry.
was
That's
trying
so
to sleep
frustrating.
early, but then somehow I took a nap at 6 p.m. I think. I don't
Dude,
even know
naps will
for
fuck
how
you
long.
up.
And
Ooh.
And then so I was in bed for 2 hours at 9, so it was 11 o'clock, and I was like, wow, I'm actually not gonna fall asleep. So I figured I'd turn on some anime and maybe try to fall asleep watching something, which
Yeah.
kind of helped, but not really, because
But
1:30.
that's normal. Like, for me personally, I can't like watch anything in bed, so I'm always like very no phone, no media in bed. But you actually are able to fall asleep sometimes listening and watching stuff, right?
Yeah, especially on planes too. If I'm just listening to something, then it'll be
Mm,
easy to fall asleep. But I think, well, like
nice.
the anime I was watching was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like rewatching it for
Nah, that's a
the
classic.
like
Yeah, that's
for
a
the
great one.
10th time. So like even though I know what's happening, I was still kind of engaged into the show. So
Yeah.
it's probably not the best one to try to fall asleep to. But
I think something that you've already seen is a little bit easier though, as compared to a new one
well,
where
that's
like you're
what you
learning new
think, right?
things. Yeah, but no, maybe because it's so
Yeah,
good,
it
you
is
have to keep
so good
watching.
because
That could
like
be why.
every episode is so engaging and all the characters are cool and compelling. So I'm like, I could close my eyes and
Yeah,
listen to all the dialogue and stuff, but I still want to see the animation going on.
especially when like a new character comes in, like when you already know what's gonna happen. Like if
Uh-huh.
I triggered all these things, like it reminds you, like oh, this is gonna happen, and it starts stimulating your mind again. So, you know what? I could see it being hard,
Yeah.
even if you've already seen it before. Oh, well, that
The
sucks,
episode I
dude.
was watching was like episode 6
Hmm.
where they go back to their hometown and then they get their stuff
Yeah.
prepared. And it's like every
Hmm.
character's so good. Like Winry's really good. Her
Hmm.
grandma's really good.
Yeah.
Even the two like NPCs that are taking care of the cows and stuff in the area, they're
The
like all happy
NPC.
to see the brothers again, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
my God, everything's just so good. So
Yeah,
I
man.
knew if I kept watching it, I was going to stay up even later, like probably until like 3 or
Hmm.
4 a.m. So I was like, I gotta cut it off short. So after,
But
well, I did. I after like
oh, you
episode
did.
8,
Good for you.
I
Good for
turned on
you.
Frieren because like the new season's coming out in 2 weeks, so I wanted to catch up
No,
again.
whoa, whoa, whoa! The new season?
Yeah, season 2
I did not know
Frieren.
that. Do they have a? Do they do like a trailer or anything?
Yeah, they have a
Have
few.
they had like
They
a
have a
scene?
few out.
Oh, I haven't watched any of that. I'm actually hyped. Furin's one of my
Yeah.
like probably one of the favorite animes I've seen. It's
Yup.
awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a huge wow. 2026 is going to be better, way better than I thought. We're starting off strong with
Yeah,
Furin
I'm trying
season
to talk
two.
about Frieren every week after it comes out, man. So
Dude, we could have a little snippet in
yeah,
that. That'd
for
be
sure.
awesome. I'm excited.
For sure, the
I'll make
weekly.
sure I'm up. Do you know what day it's coming out? Like what days
The
of the week
16th,
in the U.S.
so
time?
in 2 Fridays from now. Or
So it's every
Thursdays.
Friday.
Yeah. Thursday,
Great. Okay,
Friday, I
then we
think
can.
depending on the time zone.
We'll discuss on Mondays then. That works out
Awesome.
really well.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's a highlight. Any other? Well, I hope the sleep stuff works out better, dude. I also like a new, your new studio that we're looking at here is beautiful. It's nice, but a new place can be hard sometimes to adjust to. Temperature, noises, all of that.
Yeah. And
So
even the bed is new too, like the mattress. So
yeah,
it's different than what
hmm
I'm used to, but it's comfortable.
that's
I
good.
think my main mistake was just taking the nap. So
Yeah, dude, naps. We discussed this on one of the previous
We did,
episodes. Dude, naps will
and
fuck you up.
they did fuck me
Yeah.
up, man.
All right, but also I can see it too because like today is the day, it's Monday after all the holidays and stuff, right? Because the last few weeks have been like the last, at the end of a year with Christmas holidays and all the federal holidays and New Year's. Not a lot of stuff happens. I feel like the Monday after New Year's is like when you're back at work, like in reality, like hits you hard. You're not chilling as much anymore. Everyone's is in a bad mood. Like it can be rough sometimes. So I get that too of like not wanting to wake up on a Monday after a holiday. It's hard and it just makes you, procrastinate your sleep.
Yeah, everyone came back
longer.
from the holidays. I had a few meetings this morning, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Huh, yeah, we're trying to figure out what we were working on 2 weeks ago." And
Yeah, dude.
yeah, so like the Monday after the New Year's, it's always just like, yeah, we don't really remember what's going on. We have to catch
Yeah.
up, and
Need a full week.
yeah,
Yeah, cool.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, same with me. I'm like, I don't even know what I did last Friday, and I was kind of working. So
Yeah.
it's a little.
Nice.
But the nice thing that was that a lot of people were sharing what they did over the holidays. So like they were taking
Oh,
their
that's fun.
kids to Disneyland, some of them to see family members. Like some of the kids saw their great grandparents, which I thought was pretty nice to hear about. So it's just
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah, a lot of
Dude, kids are great. We can get into this topic a little bit, but
Yeah.
my friend's wife just went into labor like earlier today, and it's
Wow.
just crazy. 'cause
Earlier
it's probably
today?
earlier today. Yeah,
Wow.
so she's in labor
Yeah,
right
good
now.
luck. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I hope it all is smooth as hell.
Mm.
We'll get updates, but I think this is the one friend of mine who I'm like pretty close with
Mm-hmm.
that's actually having a kid, and it's insane.
Yeah.
It's a big thing, and like we're all the same age, and yeah, it's a beautiful. It also sounds scary.
Like over
There's so many
over the past
factors.
few months, like the past 8-9 months, like was your
Mhm.
friend like, I don't know, did you like just like see things differently or with
No, I don't think. Not really. I
It's
would
like-
say. I think that he's just been busier now, prepping.
yeah.
So I think he was just kind of like in terms of I don't know, we have like different viewpoints on things, or we feel differently about topics. Like I'm not, like I don't know. Like I'm not talking to him about school districts yet,
Mhm.
but it's more. I think he was just been very busy. I think it's with work, getting their house, so they have a home they have, and I think they're creating like a baby room or something like that. So they're putting all this furniture together. Right, trying to make it as easy as possible because like actually having a baby, the process is so hard. So the whole point is when they come back and it's over, they don't have to do any more work as far as getting things ready. Right, they can just focus on taking care of the kid, like immediately.
Yeah.
So I hope it works out. I think he's been busy. Also like a lot of medical things. Like he was going to appointments a lot, right? And he has good insurance, so it's fine. But I know it can be pretty expensive.
Super expensive to have a kid.
Yeah.
And it only gets
Yeah,
more
yeah.
expensive these days. Which
Yeah, and also people are like one of the little stats I have here is birth rates are lower, right? Like I'm 30, my friend's 31. That's their first kid. And nowadays people are having kids a lot later in life, right? I think the average thing here is like birth rates. I think it's for every 100 women is how you measure birth rates, like how many kids are born in a given year. And like I think in the U.S. this one I have in front of me. They call the fertility rate, but like in the
Yeah.
early 70s it was like almost at 3. I think it was like the baby boomers, right? It's like they were back from World War II. It's a little bit later,
yeah,
maybe,
this is like
but
on average 3
yeah, 6. Yeah, on average,
children
3, right?
per mother.
And you need 2.1 children per woman, I think, to like it's like the replacement rate.
Yeah.
Where you replace like your population stays the same. And then the U.S. dipped, I think, in like the early 80s, and now we're kind of on a decline into 2020s. But yeah, dude, less kids are getting born, and that's not in the U.S. That's like around the world.
Yeah, it kind of shows too because
It's crazy.
you're in your 30s, your friends in their 30s, right? So it's like we're all having kids. Seeing our
Yeah,
friends
people are starting.
later in life starting to have kids.
I definitely like. I think we probably both know someone like maybe through high school or university who had a kid early on in their life, like earlier.
You think like pre 25, like before 25?
Yeah, we definitely you do too.
Yeah.
I think some people that we worked with as TAs, for example, in university had kids earlier,
Yeah.
and I think it's like we just kind of stopped hanging out with them. I think our lives just became too different, so that's why it's also like this bias of I don't have any friends that have kids because I feel like the friends I'm hanging out with like the same lifestyle. if you had a kid in the last 5 years, you couldn't be imagining that lifestyle of traveling more, spending more money on things like food or going out or traveling to Japan like you and I did, Alan, right? If you had a kid at home, it'd be a lot different. We'd have less time to hang out.
Yeah, even now I feel like, because I'd like kids, in the next few years kind of thing, but just like with my current goals and like the things that I want to do, the things that I don't have time to do but I want to do, I'm thinking, wow, yeah, if I had a kid, you know, I couldn't even do like most of what I'm trying to do right now, because I'd want to focus on spending time with the kid, the family, just making sure that the upbringing goes as good as I can make it.
Yeah, you want to be involved in your child's life.
And don't be an absentee parent.
Yeah, dog.
And John Cena said he's like, he doesn't want kids because he doesn't want to be an absentee parent because of how busy his work schedule is. And I'm like, I respect that, Mr. John Cena. So
yeah, so I mean, it's a big thing though, because like that birth rate was 10. Like, you need 2.1 to be sustainable. You want to give me a quick guess, Alan? I hope you didn't cheat and look at our little sheet here. Which countries do you think have the lowest birth rates?
Asian countries. Asian countries.
Well, the lowest birth rate right now, the lowest one is 0.68 and like the bottom three is 0.68 to 0.75, which means like you need, I think, every 3 women you have 2 births basically. That's kind of what that means. Which is, again, for 3 women you would need 6.3. They're at 2 to be, they're like a third of what they have to be at to keep their population.
Yeah, so if you have like,
I'm sure as a society you don't want.
If you have like I don't know, like 100,000 senior folks, like 65 plus, men and women, by the way. So then you'd have how many kids? Like
it was a 6-to-2 ratio, so it's like you have
a third, right? Basically.
Yeah. So you only have 30,000 like able bodies working and stuff.
And then
I guess like that's how you can.
And we still like want to take care of the elderly, but then
that's rough. It's rough. Like it's gonna be a very negative impact on these countries. Like the workforce. I know they're also like the workforce won't be there as much, and I think the way you solve that, at least in the U.S., you have lots of immigration. Yeah. Because the immigrants come in younger and they work, but some of those other countries which you haven't. Yeah, I want you to guess though. Before I actually name them off, the ones that actually have the lowest birth rates. What do you think? What's your guess?
0.6?
Bottom 3. Or I guess
You said 0.6 was like the lowest.
0.68.
Jeez.
To 0.75. Yeah.
Jeez. I have a feeling it's in Asia somewhere, but
they're all actually they're all 3 of them.
I don't think it's Japan or Korea, because I'm pretty sure that their low birth rates like really declining, but 0.68 is so shocking to me.
Yeah.
What other? I'll guess Mongolia, maybe? Is Mongolia in here?
Isn't there? So
cold.
It's kind of weird because it depends on what you claim as a country. According to this, it could be controversial. But the lowest birth rate was Macau in China.
In China.
Macau, because Macau is counted, I think, as like a sovereign state within China.
Okay.
Where does Macau count? Is Macau... I don't even fucking know, dude. It's a special administrative region of the People's Republic of China. So I guess it has like its own thing. So anyway, Macau and Hong Kong are both there. Very low birth rates. But South Korea is third at 0.75. South Korea
is like bottom 3 in the in that rate. Wow.
Taiwan is 0.86. It's also pretty close. There's a part of France that's 0.83. Puerto Rico is down there in the U.S. 0.94. Singapore 0.96. China 1.02. Like all these places, they gotta double it at least to keep their population going, dude. What the fuck is going on?
Even Hong Kong, huh? Even Hong
Kong is very low, yeah. And my first jump is like it's just so fucking expensive over there. Hong Kong, I know, is like one of the most expensive areas. With relating to or like what using cost of living as the metric. For the cost of living, it's really expensive.
Oh, then a few years ago, a few years ago with the China. I think one child policy. Was it one child policy?
They used to have that, yeah. Because
used to have it. I mean, did they like enforce that in Hong Kong too, like to some extent, and that also contributes to these lower birth rates in Hong Kong?
Because that was back. That's like some old Mao stuff. That was after Mao. I think that was more. I think in the '80s and stuff when they had way too many kids.
Yeah.
Like they tried to curb it, but no, China reversed it. Like they were doing a 2-child policy, I think 5 years ago, and now they're trying to encourage people to have more kids. And like the way China's doing that now is they have a condom tax. So if you try and buy condoms, it's taxed. to try and
We'll tax you
decentivize
for
people
being
from,
safe with your sex.
Yeah, because they want more. They want more kids.
We
dog.
want more accidental kids.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
way
they
to
start poking
solve
holes.
things. Don't control
Yeah.
stuff. Just be accidental.
Well, it's like the U.S. I know, like Seattle had like a soda tax, right, or like a candy tax.
it has a big alcohol tax as well.
Alcohol, yeah.
Huge
So I think like, the
alcohol
whole boil of these taxes to kind of keep the make it more expensive, so it's hard to get. But yeah, condom tax is a big one that China's doing. It's like real. The another one I saw too is they're doing state-sponsored weddings, where like China, the government will come in and they try and do it as groups, I think, but they'll get a bunch of like people who want to get married, and they'll have like a huge group wedding, and the state will pay for everything because weddings be pricey.
Yeah.
So that's another way of trying to get that birth rate up, is getting more marriages out there and so on.
Yeah, so I get that. Okay, maybe you're using your taxpayers' money to fund these weddings.
Yeah, dude.
For like because of like potentially accidental births. But
I think
then,
they should do anything to get this.
but
Yeah.
why would they want to sponsor like large weddings though? Why not just? Because like, is it implying that because we have a lot of people showing up to your wedding that you feel more like special about this moment, and
I don't
that's
know
why
how
the state
large they
wants to
actually
pay for
are.
it, kind of thing?
I don't know how big they are. When I meant by large, is they're just getting a lot of couples, so they're marrying people like together.
Oh, at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time. So I think it's like a big
Oh.
event, but you have probably 20 plus families together, and they're just fucking rocket firing them. I'm sure. We gotta watch some YouTube videos or like
that sounds
what is
so
that Billy
awesome.
videos?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like boom, boom, boom. It's like you're married, and so on.
This is like literally a high
yeah.
school graduation or like a
Yeah,
college
yeah, there we
graduation. You go through everyone line by line, say their name, and then the biggest family always does a pop off. And then
Yeah,
sometimes
they're
it's
gonna get
quiet.
loud and shit
Yeah.
and annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
What are some ideas like that's kind of what China's trying to do? How if you were a leader of a nation, Alan, and you just looked at your birth rate, it's like fuck, dude, we're only at 1.02. We gotta get that shit up.
Yeah.
How would you address that, Alan, to try and get that birth rate up?
Well, I'd address the problems that we think are causing these in the first place. Like okay, I'd ask a couple that may want to have kids but don't have kids, and they'd say something like,
why?
oh yeah, maybe I'm too busy, maybe it's too expensive, maybe I haven't
probably
found the right
economic, right?
person that I want to have kids with, whatever. Then I'd go, okay, so if that's the problem, let me try to see, like if that's like the root cause, then yeah, let me
Yeah,
go.
you think somebody said to the Chinese government, it's like, those condoms, dude, fuck.
Yeah, they're too expensive? That'd be like, okay.
Well, I guess China made them more expensive.
Yeah, they made them more expensive.
The condoms are so easy to buy. They're so cheap.
Wait, yeah,
That's why I'm not having
yeah,
kids.
so it sounds counterproductive then.
Well, no, I think it's because the problem would be that condoms were too cheap. That's why they didn't have kids. But
So instead of adding, like raising the price, you tax them. Okay.
yeah, little condom tax. Maybe the condom tax is what sponsors the weddings. Maybe that's where the tax money goes. Now that's too smart of an idea. Like actually talking to people and getting to know what the problem is. That's too smart, Alan. I want some radical ideas.
Radical ideas.
Yeah, let's say you didn't have time. You didn't have time. That's probably what China did. It's like let's try a condom tax, see what happens. Let's pay for their weddings. I want an idea right now. Just like what's something that you could do. I would give everyone Ozempic. I would do state-sponsored Ozempic trials in the U.S., dude. We're a fat nation, man. We get a little skinnier. We get a little more attractive.
Okay.
We got more weddings. We got more kids. That's my crazy plan. What would you do?
I'd say we could try to increase the rate of twins being born. Because then at
I
least
like
if
that
you're
one,
giving
dude. The little
birth, you have a higher chance
Dude,
of
that's
having more
smart.
kids. So
It's
that you
like,
don't
you
have
only
to
one
like...
birth.
Because like every
Oh,
kid
that's
you have
smart.
is like 9 months of you being out of action from, whatever, right? Like your work or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, well
yeah.
then let's give you like one 9-month period, but then you can have
Genius.
5 kids at once. Like
Dude,
a
that's
pentatet kind of thing.
Dude, I like that shit. Dude, then you get a pented. Ooh.
So we should fund the science behind that, like the biology and the
besides some gene
science.
editing,
Yeah,
you get some more
exactly.
twins. Dude, that's
Exactly.
fucking
That'd be sick.
I like that idea. Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. I was wondering if you could have like what's that called when it's like a couple wants a baby but they don't have like their own, like the woman doesn't get pregnant in the relationship.
So they need a surrogate?
a surrogate, dude. That's what I would do. State sponsored surrogates. Hell yeah. You just
Yeah,
go
because
down,
it is
collect-
expensive to like get someone else's
It's hard on the
sperm
body,
and-
dude. Yeah,
and-
surrogates are fucking pricey. I think it's like tens of thousands of dollars. So we find all the women who just aren't working right now. right? You know, maybe we pull off the unemployment line. Hey, you're a surrogate. You know, we pump them with 5 kids after our gene editing, and bam, we solve it.
Yeah, because like, dude, instead of having like 0.68 birth rate, we're gonna have like 6.8 birth rate.
Dude,
Just
you
like
yeah,
move the
you gotta fix
decimal
it.
over a bit.
Bro, you
and
gotta
then-
go get out to Macau where they got that low rate. You can go fix that shit in a
Yeah,
year.
I'll learn some Chinese and then go help
Yeah.
solve that.
But yeah, that's birth. Yeah, so my friends are having a kid. It's exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
it's
friend's
happening
also
with my
having
friend
another
circles.
kid or second kid,
Yeah, dude.
and they like moved into a new house. I think it's bigger. They need the space.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's pricey.
And then I think it's like a 2 year difference between the age difference between the upcoming kid
Mhm.
and then the current kid. So
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty
standard for,
good.
like couple of years.
Yeah, I think like 6+ years would be a little too big of a gap. But
I don't know. I feel like I like all of it. It depends what you want. I mean, personally, I was an accident. I think my sister was an accident. We're 5 years apart. You know, that's what they got to do. They just gotta make their population stupider. Oh yeah, dude. We were accidents.
wait, so
but
if like the
that's how
kid
it
if like the
goes.
kids in China are born because of the condom taxes like turn out like if they're like
People can't be
accidents,
buying
then no,
condoms. Yeah, they will be. Yeah, it's like
if they
it's
turn
like,
out like you, it'll be
it's like
fine.
I can't.
It'll be great.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you can't afford a condom. It's like, yeah, we'll just fuck it. It's like, oh, accident. Oh well. The government's like, hell yeah, it's working.
Yeah, I wonder what the kids are all going to be looking up to, like all the toys that they're going to play with and stuff. Dude, I was so shocked with looking up just like how popular like certain media, certain kinds of franchises are. So I was looking
Yeah.
at just like, hey, what is the industry like for how popular like a Barbie is, or how popular Pokemon is, or Disney, Marvel, and whatever. What do you think is the highest grossing media franchise like currently?
I'm gonna guess it's one of the lists that you just said, which was what
Yeah, it is on
Pokemon,
the list.
Disney, Barbie,
Yeah, it's one of them on the list.
Marvel. I feel like I've seen actually a video before about how Pokemon is one of the highest grossing or like most popular things, and especially now I think with Pokemon cards like blowing the hell up, even in our age group, it probably
Yeah,
hits
even
most age
even,
groups. that
even
have
though they're
money.
locked behind gotcha, and you're just
Yeah,
opening
it's like
packs
gotcha
of random
basically.
cards.
Yeah, but maybe Pokemon. I guess what is a media franchise, right? Because I think like maybe Disney, like Mickey Mouse is probably a big one. Think of Disneyland. What else is really really big? Mario might be really big too.
Yeah, there's Mario.
How am I doing?
You're doing
Give
really
me a
good.
top
You're
three
doing
now.
really good, man.
Yeah,
It's it's Pokemon, dude. The number one
Pokemon's
is
number one.
Pokemon, like by a pretty
How is that
large
measured?
margin.
It's by highest grossing, which was
Yeah,
the most
highest
money
grossing revenue overall
Yeah,
in term. I guess maybe that's not the best tool of popularity, but it's a pretty good indicator of it. Like if it's making a lot of money,
yeah.
then it's probably popular. It so like the total revenue it has is 115 billion dollars ever since 1996.
Wow.
The second highest,
Oh, total revenue.
yeah. The
Wow,
second
that's a
highest
lot.
is around half of that at 61.2 billion. And that's from Mickey Mouse and Friends. That was
Mm,
that where the inception was 1928.
wow.
So like a full 68 years. A full 68
Mickey
years.
Mouse and Friends, I imagine too, is on the decline. I feel like it's not as pop. Like you don't see people that have like you see people with Pokemon toys and shit. Like we went to the Pokemon store when we were over in Japan, right? It's a huge deal. But Mickey Mouse specifically and Friends, like Goofy and all of that mini, I don't see it around as often. Like with
It
people
does
our age,
feel
at least.
more American based to me, whereas
Yeah,
Pokemon
it
seems
could
more
be.
worldwide a cultural phenomenon.
Maybe Mickey Mouse was bigger too, because he said it was from the 20s, right? Maybe it did boom, and then it just kind of went down. Like probably in the 70s, I know the U.S. put tons of money in like movies and foreign like kind of soft power reach and getting Hollywood out there. Maybe then Mickey was popping off, but now it's probably scaling back and Pokemon took its place.
Yeah, I'm just
are some
still
other ones?
surprised
Yeah.
because of how like I
Mhm.
played a lot of Pokemon as a kid, but I haven't engaged with it
Same.
like in a very long time. Like I haven't
That's
played the
what
new
I mean.
games, but I guess
Yeah, but
now that when you
yeah.
mention like trading cards and like friends playing
Yeah.
trading cards, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I do have like friends that play like the trading cards and opening packs and are
Yeah.
like even
People are really
addicted
into
to
it,
doing
dude.
that.
Yeah,
So
they can't pay rent because they're getting Pokemon cards and trying to get the what is it, holofoil or something? The foil
the hologram,
Charizard
is it hologram
hologram,
or
yeah,
something?
yeah,
And then they
yeah.
can sell that for like big bucks.
It's literally gambling. Like it
Yeah,
literally
for
is
sure
a
it's
gambling. It's like a casino. Yeah, like
It's 100%
really funny to
gotcha
me.
system.
Yeah, that is gambling. Yeah, but
Yeah.
what's crazy too is like on their side, it's not like Pokemon. Like at least at a casino, you're taking money from the casino. Like Pokemon, they're just printing it. Like they just print it. It probably costs them like
Yeah,
10
exactly.
cents
It's
to
so
make.
profitable.
So they just, as long as
Because
they
the
just limit
IP
supply.
is so like popular and I guess like high quality that like it's so sentimental for a lot of people that you just want to have this thing, like whatever media or whatever object it is, because you like the franchise so much that yeah, you'll pay $50 for a card. You'll pay, like I spend money on plushies and like figures and stuff just because I like
The anime.
the anime or the story or whatever. So it's a yeah, the Pokemon trading card game is just so easy to tap into the money system.
Give me some, as Americans, Alan, I want some prideful things. What American companies or American media franchises are on there?
Hey, we got
Like, what are some
Star
popular
Wars,
ones?
baby. Got
Oh,
Star Wars,
Is
yo.
Star Wars not top? I didn't think about that. Star Wars is huge.
Yeah, it's top four. Top four. $46.7 billion. Although I guess I'm not that proud of Star Wars because of the last trilogy. Like I like The Force Awakens,
I never even
but
saw it, unfortunately.
yeah, but the other two movies I did not care for at all. I saw them, but they were terrible. So like my love for Star Wars has declined over the past decade. Something more proud. Wow, Call of Duty's on here, man. It's like top 10.
Dude, Call of Duty.
Even though
I remember, what was that lawsuit? Wasn't it like Activision or what? No, was it somebody bought Activision, like Sony? What the fuck?
Microsoft
Wasn't
acquired
acquired?
Activision.
Microsoft. During
Right?
like, I think because they were trying to fight it. I think Sony was trying to fight it, and so I remember it came out how much money Call of Duty actually generated for Activision, and it was like 90 billion. Like it was huge. And so Call of Duty being there makes sense to me. That's like what's keeping Activision afloat. It's probably, yeah. Well, I'm gonna guess lifetime revenue.
Lifetime revenue for Call of Duty franchise?
What, like 50 billion?
31. 31.
31. Wow, that's less than I thought. Wow.
Yeah, each
That's still a
game,
lot of money.
like a successful Call of Duty to them would make at least $1 billion.
Yeah.
So yeah, 31 makes sense. Like over the past 20 years of Call of Duty, yeah, 31 billion seems like a reasonable number.
I started watching YouTube videos. I don't know how it got to my feed of people playing zombies on like extremely high levels. Not World at War, or was Kino der Toten Black Ops, or was
It's
that
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1? Okay, because I think it was Black Ops 1. It was mainly Kino der Toten.
Yeah.
Der Rice was World at War, right? With
Yeah.
the catwalk, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it was like people playing on like level 100, where I think they would mod it somehow and they could just get to level 100. And dude, I was watching zombies. I want to play some zombies.
Dude.
It's been so long. I used to do that when I was a kid, dude. I remember my buddy would come over, we'd get some teriyaki nearby, and just fucking play zombies for hours.
From
It was
World at
awesome.
War, or are you talking about?
Both World at War
Yeah.
and Black Ops. We played. I never really played online that lot. Maybe with you guys, we got some 4-person lobbies. Mainly it was just split screen with a buddy of mine, and we had like a whole system down. We would try and get pretty far, and
Yep.
it was awesome.
I did that too as a kid, coming back from high school and then doing single player zombies, trying to get a decent run going.
Oh, I never did single player actually. It was all like I never really did it as a single. Would you like try and then? Because I didn't really know this was the strat. Because we would just camp. But after watching these players who try and get really high, you basically just like create a train of zombies.
Yeah.
And there's like a max spawn.
Yeah, that was
So they won't spawn.
that was the
Is that how you did
strategy.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, because if you
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
camping, the zombies they get too high of an HP, and your weapons aren't
Yeah,
strong
they're
enough to
overwhelmed.
sustain like staying up there. So on like whatever camping you're doing, I think camping's more fun though, because like training it gets a little too easy because you're just like no matter how high of a level you get, the strategy stays
It
the
doesn't
same.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas there's more creativity, I think, with camping. Like in those rooms where you have 4 players and each player gets like a
Yeah.
window, and then maybe there's a doorway
how
where
we used to
someone
do
guards
it.
it. I think it's more fun that way because you get to
Yeah.
rotate more and do things like that.
And then like when somebody has a breakthrough, everyone has to leave and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's more chaotic. Yeah, I like that a lot more.
You know what I used to
never did
do
solo.
that I used to like troll people and zombies a lot. So what
Would
I
you let your zombies in?
yeah, because like
Oh.
these players, they'd want to just like do their own train by themselves, and if you ever got in their way, they'd get
Okay.
mad at you because they're like, hey, you're messing up my train.
Okay.
So what I'd do is
Okay.
I would like get my own train going, but instead of killing the
Yeah.
zombies, I just like group up like 20 of them and then bring them over to someone else's train, and then it just completely fucks them over. And I'd GTFO out, and they just watch them die. It was so awesome.
Did you have voice cams on too? So
Yeah,
like,
of
these are just
course.
randos online. Of course, yeah.
Of course.
That's how
and
we
they're like,
became
wait, where are
men,
these
dude.
zombies coming from? I'm like, I don't know,
Voice
man.
Yeah. Oh, would you play? You'd play stupid.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You get people like, yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh my
because
gosh, I
it was
had
like
no idea.
that was like how do I have fun playing zombies? Because if they're not gonna
By
like
just
work
trolling.
together, I'm just like, okay.
Oh, that's kind of yeah. I guess that's true. If like they're making the first move of not actually collaborating and just trying to do their own thing, it's like, dude,
They're
go
like,
play
why are
alone.
you in
Like, why are you
multiplayer? Just
queuing
like
up?
play single
Yeah,
player.
then that's
then,
fair
you
to
know?
troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny then.
Yeah, Call of Duty
It's like, why
Zombies,
play?
man. Maybe we could get a lobby going sometime. If we could,
Dude,
if
that'd
we
be
could get
awesome.
a
I think
free
I have
PC
it.
server somewhere.
I can host a server. I don't think it'd be an issue. But I'm just curious. Like, I think I have one of them. I remember I was playing recently. I think I have it on my PC. So maybe we can set it up on PC. I think we have Black. Do you have Black Ops?
Yeah, I have it on
Was it
console,
on
but I don't have.
Steam?
Yeah, all of the Call of Duties are on Steam.
Yeah, if they support that if you get a private server running on Black Ops.
I mean, there are probably places
look
out
into it,
there.
dude.
Yeah, there are
How about we do that? That's
places
that'll be
out
our
there.
kind of mission for the week. Let's try and get a Black Ops keynote or
Gosh.
totem game going.
Oh.
Even if it's just you and me, that'd be really fun.
That would
And
be
I have a
really
controller
fun.
for my PC. I would even pay if I don't have the game on Steam. I'd pay $10-$20 for
They're
it.
pretty cheap. I think like $10 for the old Call of Duty games. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, Call of Duty's good. I mean, I didn't realize that was such a big franchise either, like a media franchise. But it makes sense.
yeah. One last thing I wanted to talk about was just maybe it's kind of related to zombies, but like VR, because there are like some VR zombie games out there. But VR, I
like
think,
in
is a
terms of
dying
gaming.
breed, man.
I said this too. I don't think it ever actually caught on. I think the amount of money that went into VR, Oculus, I know Facebook put a lot of work into it. I think gaming was a big area where they could use it, but it never got that popular. And like it's really fun. And I think it's really cool. Like I've used a lot of the VR headsets. I think they're really fun. I've never owned one. Why is that? Maybe because they're too pricey. You need an expensive rig. Like you need a good GPU. Like when they first came out, I think you needed like $1,000 computer at least to even play the game as well.
Yeah, Zuckerberg, he threw like I think Meta invested around $77 billion into the metaverse, like their own VR online space, and then now it's on the back burner for them. It's like, what do we have to show for it?
I guess now they're trying to transition. One of my friends works on like
down.
those AR glasses they have, so maybe that's what they're going for, or the Meta glasses.
I just don't think that practically, like, unless you want to abandon real life like interactions and movement, like I'm sure that there are a lot of use cases for VR. Like, if you don't move as much, then it'd be nice to immerse yourself somewhere online, kind of thing. But like overall, it's like if you're wearing a 5-pound thing on your head, being exhausted after 2 hours because it hurts too much. Like, of course,
So like not being comfortable.
yeah, of course, it's not gonna catch on. Like Apple Vision Pro was 3,500 MSRP, but then you get tired after 1 hour of using it, and you're like, wait, I can just watch a movie
Oh really?
comfortably.
I've never actually used it.
Um,
I feel like a lot of those things, like the first iPhone was also really expensive, but like they kind of get scaled down, like as they can manufacture them more efficiently. Like I feel like usually the first generation of stuff is pretty shitty.
Yeah, like Google Glasses as well.
Dude, Google Glasses, it's hilarious. Like it's funny that they actually had that idea and like everyone's trying to do it now, but they were just way too early.
I think they were
And they
too
looked
early.
stupid.
I think
They looked they looked stupid too. I think people weren't as comfortable with like using phones or technology's influence in their lives, and yeah, too early.
Yeah, VR.
I always think
I just don't believe in VR.
I like it a lot though. It's fun. Have you ever played Beat Saber before?
I mean, it's fun for a one-time thing, I guess. But like,
Yeah.
if you want to keep trying to evolve it, then like, I just don't find it
How about
comfortable.
playing Skyrim or like those? Yeah.
It just
I
doesn't
don't know. I
seem
thought it'd be a
comfortable.
way to
Like
the game.
from a long-term perspective, having to put something on and carry that thing,
on your head.
Yeah,
Even if it was light, like, what if it was on like a string though? Like, what if it would actually in the ceiling? Because my whole idea, like, I thought it would go into this space with VR where you stand up, you have a VR headset on, and you have like physical things around you, and you have like a trackpad kind of thing on your feet, so you can walk around and move, right? Like in the VR world. And, like, it's just, like, you pretty much need an entire room dedicated to it. But then you could hang the VR headset maybe on this, like, take most of the weight off on the ceiling. That, I think, would be amazing. And I've seen that before, I think, in, like, arcade buildings and stuff. They might have a VR game. But
And that sounds so involved.
Cool idea, dude.
It sounds so
It does,
so
but, like,
involved.
that's the science fiction dream. You put something on, you're in an immersive world, you can walk around and move and stuff. And how would you get feeling? I don't know. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. I guess it's just not there. It's not into like that science fiction dream level yet of full interaction. It's just visual.
Well, I'm not investing in it anytime soon. I
think it's pretty fun, dude. But yeah,
fun. It's like cool. It's like I can see why it's breathtaking technology, like breakthroughs and whatever math areas. But like practically, it's
yeah. I think people don't ever know it's going to catch on or not. I read like a book about this for ideas that just don't catch on, and people try and make it all like they try and hype it up, like investors and stuff do this. But did you ever, the Segway?
The scooter thing?
Yeah, dude.
Like
that was like the biggest investment in like the early 2000s. Like I think it was like tens of billions or hundreds of billions of dollars. Everyone thought it was going to be the next biggest thing, and it totally flopped. Like, it was one of the worst failures there was.
I rode a Segway in Austin in 2019. I thought that thing was dangerous, man. I almost fell off, like going at a really high speed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
People thought that this thing was gonna be super big. I mean, it's basically a better scooter.
I thought they put billions, but they only put 90. Oh, weird. It was only 90 million then, or like 110 million. That's okay. It's not like VR. I guess the total amount of money they raised was 250 million, but maybe back in the early 2000s that was a lot. Yeah, people thought it was going to be huge. Like Microsoft, people were all the execs were using it. The VCs were really into it. But
what, going from office to office or something?
I don't know. I looked at the whole thing. Right? VR is the same thing. I feel like people don't. No one really knows what people will enjoy, right? Like you can make guesses, but no one ever knows.
As long as it brings value to the customer, it'll pop off, in my opinion, and if it's reasonably priced.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, this was a chill little episode for everyone. We can sign off here soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Any final remarks, Alan? From what we discussed earlier, we were just doing a little review. We got Frieren season 2 coming up soon.
Yeah,
right?
and I think there's this new anime, Sentenced to be a Hero, that looks really cool.
Sentenced to be a Hero.
So I'm gonna go and watch that this week. And
is it out already?
Yeah, episode 1 came out. It's like an hour long for episode 1, so they put in a lot of care into the show.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I might have time. I'll take a look. Yeah. But yeah, so we got some anime coming up.
Sounds good.
We're talking about people our age having kids, dude. That birth rate.
Yeah, our age, but not any time before our age. All the 20-year-olds, they're like, what are kids, man?
I don't know.
We got some.
We all know some 20-year-olds who have kids, but yeah. People will be having less kids nowadays in the world and older age.
0.68 is wild there, man.
Watch those condom taxes, dog. Yeah, 0.68 in Macau is crazy. That's such a low rate. They really got to do your idea of stuffing five of them in one person.
They're gonna.
My idea of state-sponsored. What was my idea? State-sponsored surrogates.
Yes, sponsored surrogates. Hey, have 5 kids at once instead of over.
Yeah, dude, fucking jam them in.
5 like pregnancies. Like, what are you doing?
And then what else? Yeah, some of the biggest media franchises. Pokemon is still pretty crazy. That's like the largest out of the entire
probably just
world.
Gonna keep dominating for the next generation, honestly.
Yeah, especially because I find my grandparents don't even know what that is, but oh well.
So there's a market out there for people who don't know what Pokemon is.
There's still people who don't know.
We can keep going.
That's
true. And then don't do VR. I hate VR.
I like VR. I think that's fun. Try it out. Why are you such a hater, dude? Why do you hate it so much? Like, it's not hurting you, is it?
No, I just...
Like, why do you hate VR?
Because it's so impractical. Just big googly glasses,
Homie, you
headset
sit
thing.
On a computer screen playing video games or watching
and I'm comfortable, Will.
Which were originally so it's just a comfort thing. Like, you think it's stupid. All right, that's
it looks so goofy if you... have
If
a
actually move
giant.
and do shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Exercise is so goofy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so watch out for VR. We can call it there, dude. Yeah, thank you for tuning in with the Water and Time podcast.
This has been episode 7.
Wow, they're happening, dude.
It's
Yeah.
the most
I'm your
luckiest
host, Will.
episode of all time. So,
Why?
because it's our lucky 7. Well,
Lucky 7? Alright, cool.
it's our lucky 7. Well, yeah, I've been your host for today, Alan, and this was my buddy Will. So,
Yeah.
we will catch
Keep
you all.
flowing.
We will keep flowing in the next episode. See you all next time. Bye bye.